A very good evening to you. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ian Teka from the School of Engineering, pursuing Bachelor's in Information and Technology. Hope you guys are holding up well. Hope you guys are continuously liking my page, subscribing, and also commenting. Today on this episode, we have amazing, motivating, inspirational stories from this amazing gentleman who never ceases to amaze me. Thank you so much, Mr. Jerry, for creating time to come here for this interview. Karibu sana.
Welcome.
Yeah, so before we delve into our discussion, I want Mr. Jerry to tell us who is Mr. Jerry. Jerry, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. My scientific nomenclature is locally, internationally, socially known as Engineer Jerry Bade Sec. In 2021, I was the chairperson of an organization within the university called Machakos University's Law Association. In the year 2021-2022, I was elected by the students as the treasurer of the Student Association of Machakos University. In the year 2022-2023, I was again elected and escalated to a higher seat as the president of the Student Association of Machakos University. Because of the good work I did, I was elevated once more to represent Comrades in the entire nation as the Secretary-General of the Comrades of the Republic of Kenya movement.
Wow, that was quite interesting. So let's talk about your leadership from the moment you joined campus. What prompted you to become a leader? Is it that you just wanted a position, or you actually had an agenda for the students?
Okay, first of all, before I could answer that, I would want to allude that a leader is he who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way, as quoted by John Quincy Adams. What elevated me to become a leader is because I understand what the people need, the time they need it, and the place they need it. And because of my belief in delivery, that is what prompted me to become a leader.
Wow, that's amazing. And all these years that you have been in leadership, can you confidently say that you have done something for the students of Machakos University? Can you confidently tell us, maybe to be specific, what did you do?
Okay, that is a very nice question.
Yes.
I want to confidently say that I've not only done a thing, but several things during my reign as the president by then of an institution. First of all, within Machakos, there were cases of insecurity where students will be slaughtered, lecturers will be slaughtered like chicken and dogs. But because of me being in that position, I, with the help of the students, had peaceful demonstrations within the entire Machakos region. And since then, the cases of insecurity are stopped. I want to say that demonstration at times might not be the best way to solve a problem, but they say if diplomacy fails, then force must apply.
Wow.
Because of the demonstrations that we had, it led to big developments that has not only helped students within the institution,
yes,
but has also helped the people within the one example being zebra crossing being erected just orthogonally the opposite the university gate. Those zebra crossing were erected because of the representation that I had by then. Another thing is that the street lights were not functional by then, but since then the street lights have been functional to date. These street lights not only help the students, but they also help the members of the community. Another thing that I also proposed to the governor is a signage within the institution. And I told the governor that because this is a matter of comrades, for the first time, I want us to come up with a signage called Comrades Crossing. And within the entire Republic of Kenya, it is only in Machakos that we have a signage erected by the county government stating that Comrades Crossing. Since then, cases of stopped. Cases of vehicles knocking students and members of the community within that region has also stopped. This has been done during my tenure. I also want to allude very well that me being an engineer came up with a strategic plan within the institution, and we came up with a plan to erect gazebos within Machakos University. Right now, if you go to Machakos University, directly opposite the Machakos University mess, you will find comrades resting, some reading, some enjoying Wi-Fi, some enjoying drinks, and some having melodies with their beloved one, just at the gazebos that we erected. So I want to say that those are just some of the things that I did in my tenure. Because we don't have the whole day, I could mention all. All that I did could be mentioned within more than a day, because there are too many. Lighted a few. Thank you.
Wow, I think I was supposed to carry a dictionary with me today, but because I have him here, he will explain very well. So thank you for those achievements that you did. But of course, where there's achievements, there's always also failures. During your presidency at Machakos University, you likely faced myriads of challenges. What were some of the challenges you encountered, and how did you navigate through?
Okay, some of the challenges that I encountered during my tenure as the president of the Student Council, number one is that when you become a president of an institution, you become a member of a higher authority. And of course, one of the main agenda of a student in an institution is to study. So at times I could forget that I'm a student because of the title that I had being the president. So challenges that I had is at times balancing between the student life and the president life was very hard. And having time to study at times was hard. But now, me being a genius, I finished my tenure without going to class, and I was able to graduate with second class honors.
Wow. I can see he's really dispensing wisdom carelessly. Anyway, you mentioned of CRK. Right now you are the Secretary-General of CRK. Can you elaborate the meaning of CRK, and also tell us what do you do specifically as the Secretary-General of CRK?
Okay, first of all, I would love to give a clear definition of what is CRK. CRK is Comrades of the Republic of Kenya movement. So we came up with this movement because at one point we realized that the students across the nation were being misrepresented. Associations that are not well established, certain associations that are not well known, certain associations that does not have constitution. So we came up with a strategic plan to now encompass all the comrades within this entire Republic of Kenya, and that is why we came up with the Comrades of the Republic of Kenya movement. So one of the main aim of this movement is to give a representation of the entire student leadership within this country. And now that it is a movement, we have plans ahead. I want to say that in South Africa, politics is being controlled by the Students' Council and the students within that country. But here in Kenya, it becomes different. Here in Kenya, comrades are being misused, comrades are being abused, and comrades are being used. Because of that, we came up with this association, this movement, to represent, to give a clear representation across this country.
So how do you mean when you say comrades are being misused and abused?
Comrades are being misused and abused, especially by the politicians. You find out that a politician going in a certain region, they will give a token just for comrades to be one of the members that represent them in that certain region. For example, most of the politicians, when they need a crowd, they will use comrades, they will abuse comrades. Sometimes they will call comrades without even giving them a token. At the end of the day, it will be known that they have numbers. So we came up with this movement to oversee all such instances of comrades being misused, abused, and wrongly used.
So how often do you people hold meetings, and how often do you people meet so that you can discuss our issues to solve various issues that are facing comrades in Kenya?
First of all, before I could answer, love to actually congratulate my brother, that is the former president, Kenyatta University, Teddy Odhiambo Omin Osan.
Yes.
This guy has really sacrificed on behalf of comrades. This guy has gone a top-notch higher by severally calling meetings frequently so that we can discuss matters comradeship. So we always have meetings, especially when there are issues of misrepresentation, issues of even management misusing and abusing comrades. Currently, we know very well that certain institutions that I do not want to mention are coming up with some rules, some regulations that are actually does not give a clear indication of whether this is a university or this is a high school. For example, a university coming up with some of the policies that students should not wear Crocs, some of the policies that students should not wear sandals, some of the that students should not actually wear clothes of their choice. I want to say that that is wrong. And I want to give an ultimatum to those universities coming up with these policies that are not well defined in the university statutes, that are not well defined in the university policies. Pull out all those policies that you've implemented before the rubber shall meet the road. Because I want to say that university is not a high school. University is not a primary school. University is a universal place where people of various communities meet. So when you come up with policies that some should not wear some of the traditional wearing like a color, that is totally wrong. So we are giving an ultimatum to such universities to pull out all those policies that they've implemented towards our, else we are going to go to the road.
Wow, that's awesome. So apart from the abuse and the misuse of the comrades, as the Secretary-General, what are the most pressing issues facing higher education in the country right now, and what strategies are you implementing to address the issues?
Okay, higher education nowadays does not hold that title of being higher education. Because you find out that even in the job market, the most misused people are the graduates. Nowadays, it has come into a situation of who knows who. But again, so that we can all bring these policies and rules in a way that some of these challenges that we are facing could be revised is number one. Help has been interfered with by the government. Help is no longer being released in time. And that is why some of these implementations that have been done by the current regime, it might be favoring the government, but at the end of the day, it is the students who suffer. Some of the courses that are introduced in universities are just to make time pass by for such people undertaking these courses. Because you find out that long time ago, before I could join the university, those who were in the university had titles. Those who were in the university were respected. Those who were in university could graduate and they would get to be absorbed directly. So one of the issues that are affecting the graduate is issues of employment. The graduates are not being employed. So some of brought by the government, such as reducing the university intake to a certain grade of C+, it has made such people join university with the name of going to the university, but taking courses that will not help them in life. Okay, whatever I was insinuating was that the university grade has actually affected most of the students joining because of the threshold, the cutoff point that the government introduced. So you find out that the government introduced university passage of C+. So you find out students joining a university with the aim of joining higher institution. but doing a course that will not help that particular student in life.
Yes.
Yeah, so during a certain time, you could find out that most of the university students were highly respected. They could graduate and get absorbed immediately because those joining the university were few, as compared to the job market, which there were several opportunities. So this student could get directly absorbed immediately after making a completion in the university.
Okay. So I discovered presidency at Machakos University, it had a lot of demonstrations. What were the underlying issues and that triggered those protests? And how did you effectively manage both demonstrations and the root of the problems that caused the demonstrations?
Okay, first of all, before I could answer that,
yes,
I want to again allude that a comrade is always right. A comrade is never wrong. A comrade is right even if you are wrong. Again, I want to say that comrade's power is the second greatest power after God's power. Maybe Kenya power becomes the third. Yeah, so during my reign, there were several demonstrations because the comrades had a fierce leader. The comrades had a leader who could speak out their voices. The comrades who was not afraid of anything. The comrade had a leader who could represent them wherever they wanted, wherever they were, and who could represent their issues as they came. So during my tenure, there were several issues that affected the comrades, such as the issue that I stated earlier, the issue of insecurity. So I had stated that, and I will not want to repeat about one of the resolutions, whatever we had and whatever we did put in place to curb such cases of insecurity. Yeah, so several demonstrations were held, not because we like destruction, but because that was the only way remaining to bring about a solution to the problem of insecurity that the students in Machakos University were facing. And I am very happy that ever since we did such, and ever since we came to implementation, and ever since we talked to the Machakos County Governor, and the governor delivered whatever she promised to the students, there has never been any case of insecurity.
It was very peaceful. The demonstrations.
Yeah, actually the demonstrations were very peaceful until the police started becoming chaotic.
So it was not peaceful.
No, the students held a peaceful demonstration, but the police became chaotic by throwing tear gas, lobbing tear gas canisters to the students.
So the policemen caused riots now.
Yeah, so it is the policemen who caused riots, not the students.
Wow, okay.
But the students had to comply. The students had to comply with the riot that the police did cause.
So did you first have a dialogue with the school management before getting to the demonstrations, or you focused on the consensus from the students?
Just as I had stated earlier that if diplomacy fails,
yes.
So one of the first steps that we did take was to have a dialogue with the management. We also did have a dialogue with the Machakos Police under the area commanding officer, that is the OCS. And we came up with some of the implementation that they were to deliver towards such cases of insecurity, but they never did that. Yeah, so what prompted us to meet the road, the rubber to meet the road, that is to demonstrate, was a student was slaughtered like a chicken. And the student did die on the spot. So that is what prompted us, because we tried through other means to actually bring a solution to this problem, but this problem was never solved. That is why we had to go to the road. Another instance of me having demonstrations by then was instance of help not being released. And I recall that happened just last year when we did give an ultimatum to the Minister of Education. We did give an ultimatum to the government to release help, but they never did as per the time that we gave them. So because the Comrade still entrusted me,
Yes.
and being the Secretary-General of the Comrades of the Republic of Kenya, and by then Machakos being well represented, when the Comrades saw that I was around, the Comrades became so excited.
Yes.
And they say, now that you are around, Jerry, it is time to now bring a solution to this problem, because this problem is not only affecting Machakos,
yes,
but affecting the entire country. Yeah, so we did held another demonstration, that is last year, and that demonstration, unfortunately or fortunately, it led to me being arrested, it led to me being mishandled, it led to me being taken to the Central Police, and it led to me being celled and taken to the court the following day. All this is because of the love I had for the Comrade.
There is this part that you said, comrades are always right. Can you substantiate and tell us why you are saying comrades are always right? It might, when it comes to being right, it means right. Yeah, so tell us more about that.
Okay, I would like to say that a comrade, first of all, a definition of a comrade is somebody who has surpassed all stages in life, somebody who is highly educated, and somebody who is in an institution of higher learning. This person has passed primary with flying colors, this person has passed secondary with flying colors, and this person is now in the institution of higher learning. That is why a person in an institution of higher learning will always, even if you are wrong, they will know they are wrong, but in a right way.
Okay. So so as we wrap up, what qualities serves as your guiding principles and motivates you to always keep moving forward, Mr. Jerry?
Okay, the qualities that pushes me as my guiding principle is loyalty, fidelity, and trust.
You can expound more on fidelity.
Fidelity is actually being brave. Fidelity means they intertwine, they go hand in hand with loyalty and trust. So that is why they are triplets. Loyalty, fidelity, and trust.
So what advice can you give to the political enthusiasts and to all comrades in Kenya at large?
Okay, to the political enthusiasts, the advice that I could give you is that never give up.
Never give up.
Failing is
part of passing. Hope you're getting it right. Mr. Jerry, you can give us a parting shot as we wind up, as we conclude.
Okay, first of all, I would love to appreciate my fans for always believing in me, for always trusting in me. And I want to tell you, without any fear of contradiction, without any fear of prejudice, without any fear or favor, that Jerry will always deliver.
Okay, thank you so much, Jerry, for coming. And also honoring my request for this interview. It has been an eye-opening, and personally, I've really learned a lot, and I'm really grateful. Asante sana. Thank you so much for watching. For my viewers, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.